One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The first time I saw Envision was when they came to my college assembly, where they made a presentation and showed us a video of real examples of young people making a difference.
From the minute that I saw Envision, I knew it was for me, because just from the opening presentation video, it grabs hold of you, because they have dramatic music, they have youthful volunteers in the actual presentations.
The energy that they came with and the passion that they came with was something that we didn't really get from anybody in our college.
At the end of the presentation, they allowed immediate sign-up, which meant that we wouldn't forget about it.
I left the assembly thinking that if I joined Envision, I could have loads of fun, but I could also make a real difference.
They choose a project that's relevant to them, relevant to that local area and relevant to the needs of that community.
It's your first chance to take ownership over something and have full responsibility. We have students helping design the website and design all the promotional material. I was lucky enough to go on Envision's sort of business planning weekend and sat there in meetings discussing Envision's long-term goals over 5 years. Every week students come together in their team and they have an adult volunteer that's with them every single week. And then you have an Envision member of staff that comes in every couple of weeks. They don't just leave people and go, here you go, here's what you need to do, go off and do it.
The style of the weekly meetings changed throughout the year, so near the beginning they were fun and we were free to share ideas, but as the year progressed they became more structured so that we could get things done.
Envision support grads as well, which are students that have gone through the 1-year initial programme. Quite often there'll be students that want to stay involved in Envision, so what we're seeing more and more is that students are going back and helping out younger students and giving them advice and telling them what pitfalls they face and how to overcome them. We have the grad advisory panel, which is a panel of about 10 young people. We spend the year sort of consulting with Envision staff and trustees on how Envision should really stay and remain youth-led.
I think that the environment that Envision encourages, which is not individual volunteering but volunteering as a team, is quite important as well. It basically makes it more fun.
In my school, for instance, when we worked in teams, it means that we can rely on each other, we can support each other. Instead of just gaining leadership, we also gain teamwork.
I got texts before every meeting, otherwise I'd have completely forgotten that there was one. We got emails just summarising what went on in the meeting. There's also a Facebook group, which I think is the most engaging of all, because nobody checks their emails anymore, they check their Facebook. And I think that that's a creative thing about Envision, keeping up with these trends.
Envision don't send you these really lengthy formal texts to students or emails saying, oh dear sir, madam, you're cordially invited to.
And because they're on the same level as us, we can speak to them and talk to them about practically anything, because we know that they'll treat us with respect.
Everybody is extremely accessible, and I always felt welcome to sort of pop into the office and give an idea. I think one of the other barriers is access to these organisations. In my experience, it was only the people with well-connected parents from quite middle-class backgrounds that had access to these things and knew about these things. But by Envision coming into the schools and presenting in an assembly, it meant it was available to everybody and accessible to everybody.
When you come together at the main events with all these sort of 500 students, 600 students from different parts of London, for example, it's creating community across age ranges as well as across locations, and that's really important in today's society.
When I see volunteer work, I think, oh, boring, don't want to do that, it's going to consume all my time, no friends, no social life. After I actually got involved in Envision, I realised, no wait, it hasn't taken up that much of my time. I've done a lot of things. I'm actually still talking to my friends because they're doing it as well. I'm involved and I'm making a difference.